Hello, friends. When you pop on, let me know where you're watching from. Say hello. I'm gonna go ahead and put my link right here in the comments. So this is where you can find all the makeup I'm gonna use. We're gonna do a really easy eye look. I actually did this the other day and I got so many compliments on it. So I thought I would do it with you guys. So let me go ahead and send out my text notification. If you're not in my text service, say what's your number, so that way I can opt you into receiving my notifications. Because it's definitely going to be super important because Black Friday's coming. And with Black Friday, it comes specials, bundles, new products. They always do something super fun and exciting. Ignore my fun little friends there. I went and got a facial yesterday, which usually like brings everything to the surface. So, yay. Okay. One sec. Trying to put this on my VIP group, which I have like a VIP group. I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's basically where you can find all the same kind of stuff that you see here, but it's fun. I don't know if that works. Nope. This way. Sorry, thinking out loud. Thinking and doing all the things. So, hello. How are you guys? Happy Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I feel like this week really flew by. Yesterday, I had plans to like kind of take the day off, but like go get a facial, go to the chiropractor, like do all of my like errands and stuff, and I ended up having a migraine. So that pretty much like took over like my whole day. How to get to the VIP group. It's just a group here on Facebook and it's called Beauty by Rhea Hope. If you type in Beauty by Rhea Hope, you'll see me. And you can request to join. I don't know if I can link it while I'm live. Let me try. No, I can't. Yeah, Beauty by Rhea Hope. I've had it for literally almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years in February. That's how I actually started. When I started with Unique, I was too scared to like go live and like post in front of people that I knew, like my real friends. So I created this like VIP group. It's just a group, and that's where I started posting until I got kind of like braver and then would start posting on my personal page. And then they came out with business pages, which this is what this is a business page. So now I go live here and I share it all the places. But I just kept the VIP group around just because, I don't know, it's like sentimental and I've been there from the very beginning. So yeah, you'll see the same content that you see here. But I don't know, I like to post both places because you never know what Facebook's going to like show you, you know? Or from Camigo. Yay, Karen. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thanks. Yeah, you guys will have to let me know how you like the vlogs. I'm not gonna lie, they are a lot of work to edit. So that's why I tend not to do them very often. And the fact that I have to remember to like film like mundane things. Like you wouldn't think to film you brushing your teeth or like putting your dirty clothes in the hamper. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really want to try to be better about filming, editing them and getting them up for you guys. It's just, I do a lot. I do so many things. Okay, we're going to do Serum Plus Foundation today. I want to show you guys how good this coverage is. If you don't have this coverage yet, you definitely needed to add it to cart, especially for the holidays. I'm only going to do one side of my face so you guys can see the coverage detail on this, but it is by far, if I'm being completely honest, this is my favorite foundation. And the reason that it's my favorite foundation is because it has a 12-hour transfer-proof hold. It stays so well. Like when I go to Stagecoach, when I go to weddings, when I go to major events, and I want my makeup to literally look perfection, this is the foundation I whip out. This is the foundation that I bring with me to any event. If I were to do your makeup to like impress you, Like if I were to do your makeup and I wanted to sell you on a foundation, this is the foundation I would put on your face. This is the color Lace in the Serum Plus foundation. And you saw I didn't even do one full drop. I did like 2 little half drops. And look at how beautiful this coverage is. Say the word wow foundation, and I can send you the link to just this. 10% off and free shipping. This is called the Serum Plus Foundation. It actually got its nickname called the Anti-Aging Foundation because of the ingredients that are in here. So it has sodium hyaluronate, has really good hydrating, nourishing ingredients that just make your skin feel and look more youthful. It actually even has ingredients in it that help to lift and to plump the skin. So if you are used to wearing liquid foundations and you feel like you look older when you put them on, it's because those foundations don't have sodium hyaluronate in them, which is an important ingredient because it lifts the skin. The first time I actually put this on, I was like jaw dropped, ran out to the living room to show Ryan, and he even noticed. He was like, your face looks like fuller in the good way. Like it really does look so good. It covers everything. Like this is the coverage if you want full coverage. If you want light coverage, I would probably steer you more towards the BB cream, but this is a full coverage foundation, but it doesn't feel full coverage. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel suffocating. It's non-clogging, so it's not going to clog your pores. It is a 10 out of 10. 12-hour hold, anti-aging. I mean, sold. Like such good coverage. In fact, I'm going to take a picture. I feel like this is a good before and after. So good. Okay, so again, now I'll show you the other side. So again, this is the Serum Plus Foundation in the shade Lace. And we're going to do like, I'm going to do like a little bit more on this side, but barely little drops. And then the key part to this is to make sure you push that button a couple times and you shake up the bottle. The more you shake it and push that little topper, the more fuller coverage your foundation will end up. Like watch this. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. See ya. Never. So good. And it does it again, doesn't feel heavy, doesn't feel like I'm wearing a mask, doesn't feel clogging, and it is very easy to apply. You just simply tap in just like this. And then down the neck, always blend down the neck. This is the shade Lace that I'm wearing it in. But it is the foundation if you want full coverage. So if you want the link to this, 10% off and free shipping, just this foundation, go and say wow foundation, and I will give you the link that you can shop just the foundation, 10% off and free shipping. However, if you want my bundle, I highly recommend, because you're going to get the foundation, you'll get the brush to put it on, and then you're also going to get this concealer, which is, again, the shade Lace. So I'm wearing the same color in my foundation and concealer. During the summer, this will be one shade lighter than my skin, but during the winter, it's going to be the same shade. And that's okay. Like, I don't really love a super, super bright under eye. I find that, like, if your under eye is too bright and you have, like, dark circles normally, it can sometimes make your dark circles more prominent. So I personally like when my concealer is the same color as my foundation. So now we're going to go in with that concealer, and we're using this as a spot treatment. So wherever you have acne, blemishes, acne scars, sunspots, anywhere where you want more coverage, but you don't want to wear a whole nother layer of foundation, that's when this guy is going to come in handy. And again, it has caffeine and peptides in it, so it's going to be firming, tightening, non-drying. So good. If I were light medium in the BB, what shade would I be in this foundation? You would probably want the shade, you were light medium. You probably want the shade Satin, but send me a selfie facing a window because the BB cream kind of oxidizes to your skin. So you could be a couple different colors, to be honest. So send me a selfie facing a window, Kelly, and I can tell you exactly what color you would be in the Serum Plus foundation. All right, now we're going to take that same concealer and put it on our under eye. So again, that bundle, say Flawless 4, and you'll get the foundation, the concealer, the brush, and then you're also going to get the setting mist. And this is really wonderful because it has primer infused in it, so it sets your makeup. You can wear it underneath your makeup, really great. So you're going to get all 4 of these, and then for free, You're gonna get free shipping, but you're also gonna get my favorite way to take off your makeup, which are the cleansing cloths. These cleansing cloths I've used for literally almost 10 years. They have no alcohol in them. They have jojoba and vitamin E, so they're super, super hydrating, nourishing, kind of like a more oily base one, but these work better than any makeup wipe you have ever used. I promise you, they're insanely good. So they come with 36 wipes. You can even cut them in half to make them last longer, but they take everything off, like all makeup, including like waterproof stuff. But these are how I take my makeup off at the end of the night, every single night for the last 10 years. I love these. And I think they're like around like $21. I would literally spend 40 bucks on these. I'm not kidding. That's how good they are, but you get them for free right now with any order of 3 items. But if you get 4 items, you get those for free, plus free shipping and 20% off your whole order. So you're going to get all 4 of these for free shipping and you get these for free. So heck of a deal. You get your full face and then how to take it off. Yeah, they even take Sharpie marker. Exactly. Sharpie off this wall. That's right. So say Flawless 4, I'll give you the link to that. They have never given the cleansing cloths for free. So I'm super excited. It's the first time that they've done that. So that's super exciting. Yeah, exactly. If I'm supposed to be 4W in the cream foundation, what color would I use for the serum? Let me think. You would probably be the shade Taffeta. But again, send me a selfie facing a window. The cream foundation also kind of goes off of a different scale because it's warm, cool, neutral. The Serum Plus is a different kind of color scheme. But I've been using the Serum Plus foundation for, let's see, it came out right around COVID, so 5 or 6 years. It's my favorite. So send me a selfie facing a window if you are unsure of your color. But you definitely need to try it. Like I'm telling you, your skin has never looked more effortlessly flawless than this, and it stays. So again, just say Flawless 4, and you're gonna get the brush to put it on, the foundation, concealer, the setting mist to hold it all in place, and then the cleansing cloths to remove all of it at the end of the night. 20% off and free shipping. So one heck of a bundle. So say Flawless 4, I'll give you the link to that. All right, now let's go ahead and put our warmth and stuff back in our face. So we're gonna go in with the Chocolate Souffle contour. Start at the top of the ear. Now where you put your contour is important because if you're putting it too low, you're gonna drag down your face. If you're putting it too high, I don't really know. I don't think you'd put it too high, to be honest. Like you can't really put it too high unless you're putting it like on your under eyes, then that looks a little silly. So what you're gonna wanna do is see like where your cheekbones are. Everybody's cheekbones are in a different spot because we all have different faces. What you wanna do is find that cheekbone and you're gonna put this right here and you're just gonna drag along that cheekbone just like that. Just like so. Mark 2 little lines, and then on the forehead, you're gonna do your temples, which are here. You're gonna do temple down, and then underneath your jaw, if you have a more pointed jaw, you could go right under here. If you don't have a pointed jaw and you really want that snatched look, which I kind of have more of like a heart-shaped face, but I don't have like that pointy of a chin, so I can do this, but you can put it right underneath the jaw, just right there. And you could even do like down the center of your neck too. If you had like a double chin or you wanted it to look like you want a more thinner chin or tighter neck, sorry, you could put it down the center and blend that out too. Now you also can put it underneath the lip like that. And then down the sides of the nose, like the bridge, like the very, like the bone of the nose. And then if you have a really long nose, you could put it here to shorten it. And if you have a really wide nose, you could put it on the sides. If you have a very thin nose, you probably just do underneath or not at all. Does that make sense? Okay, so you should look like this when you've contoured. And this is called the Bare You All-in-One Color Stick. It's in the shade Chocolate Souffle, which is my favorite to contour with. But if you're new at contouring, you're gonna want the color Barely Bronzed. It's a lighter shade, but the same idea. Any must-haves for international travel? All of this makeup line is TSA approved. Like it's all less than the amount, so you can actually take all this makeup on the plane, which is something I learned when I went to Ireland. Perfect. Those who said Flawless 4, I'll send you the link. If I'm taffeta in the BB, so would be the same. I don't get the question. Taffeta in the Serum Plus. What would you be in the BB? Probably the shade light medium. Sorry, I got confused by that. Okay. Caught up on our comments. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them below. All right, now we're going to take the Total Package brush. This is also from Younique. All of these products are from Younique. And then you're just simply going to blend. When you are blending out your contour, though, you do want to be moving upward the whole time. You don't want to be pushing down. You're pushing up. So push up, just like that. Or just right on top. And it just melts into the skin. Same thing, look. You're just going to go wiggle back and forth. You can even take that product and move it around, under or around the jaw, like up towards the ear. You see? Just blends, just melts away into the skin, but you can still see that remnants. That's why these contour products, this contour stick is my favorite. It's because it's super easy to blend, and then down the center of the neck, like I told you. You can still see the product, like the warmth. It doesn't disappear into the skin. A lot of contours on the market disappear into the skin. Like you can't even see them after you blend them. Like what's the point of that? It's like such a waste of money, I feel like. So I like that you can still see this and it warms up your complexion. And then you're just going to kind of like blend that into the hairline a little bit. And then you kind of want to connect these. I always leave like a little bit of gap, like right there, just like that. But I'm telling you, this is the easiest contour stick you will find. And the same thing underneath the nose, swish, swish, swish. Under the lips, swish, swish, swish. Hello, thanks for being here. And then down the bridge of the nose, just gonna go back and forth. Just like that. So easy. Even someone who's not very good at makeup could do that. And this is the finished product. You should look warm, you should look chiseled, so good. The color I'm using is called Chocolate Souffle. Chocolate Souffle. And if you want this product, you want nothing else, go and say contour, and I'll give you the link. But if you want the contour and the brush, say contour bundle. And you'll get the brush, the contour, and then you're also going to get the blush. So this blush is called Blush Beach. I'm using this one not on a Younique brush, but I can give you the link to it. Just say cream blush brush. It's hard to say. And then you're just going to tap this. You're going to smile, and you're just going to tap that onto the apple of the cheek, just like this. I do like shoes, yes. All right, Blush Beach is on. Now, if you are doing this for the first time and you're like, oh my gosh, I've gone too crazy. It looks insane. It looks too dark. It's okay. You have that kabuki brush that you put on your foundation with, and you're just going to tap around it. This not only is going to push that foundation deeper into place, but it's also going to kind of clean up and make everything look really soft, really melted. And then you'll do the same idea with your concealer brush. It'll soften the edges, soften the lines, and make sure everything looks really melted together and really blended together, just like that. Okay, now here's a unique tip. If you have dry patches, like I'm having a breakout, so breakouts tend to be more drying because you're like drying out the pimple to make it go away. So if you experience, see this? See how it's like cracking right there? If that's happening to you, use your brush, press, 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 and then you're going to take your setting mist with all of your liquids and your creams, and you're going to spray your foundation down before you put on any powder. This is going to add a layer of hold to your makeup. This is also going to add moisture into your foundation, helping it to expand and look more skin-like, but it also is going to add that moisture into that area before you go in with all of your other foundations. You can also do something like this too. This is like a Tower 28. You can also like spritz that on, which will add moisture. You can also do rose water if you have that already, or you could even do the Dime Thirsty Mist. So if you have any areas that are cracking before you get to your powder, don't put powder over it. It's going to look even more dry. You want to try to salvage that area before you put on any powders. It's a very in-depth tutorial, I must say. You better save this one. I don't normally go in this much depth. It's like a true tutorial. You guys lucked out today. And then you're gonna let that dry. Dry, dry, dry. It doesn't have to be completely dry, but if it feels wet, it's too wet. I love having like a little fan or like a little handheld fan. Okay, and then you're gonna do powders. But before you do your powder, you wanna press down everything again. And look how much better that looks. It's not so cracked, it's not so dry. Okay, all right. And then one more time, press, 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 press. And now we're gonna go with powder. So if you are experiencing any dryness or any cracking in your foundation before you get to your powders, that's the trick. All right, now we're gonna take our setting mist again, spritz it on a dry beauty blender, and now we're gonna go in with powder. And this is going to help to shrink our pores, help to camouflage our pores, help to hold our foundation in place, keep it from creasing. However, setting powder can be drying. So to make sure that you're using the correct setting products, if you have dry skin, you could probably skip this step and go straight in with your pressed powder. Which my favorite pressed powder is this one. This is the pressed powder from Unique. It's in the shade Taffeta. Just like this. I need to know how to use the Dime face mask. Which one? And all of the Dime products on their boxes have really in-depth instructions. Okay, so now we're going in with pressed powder. So even in the areas that I am dry, this pressed powder has shea butter and vitamin E infused in it. So it's going to be super silky soft. It's also going to be adding like a layer of hold to it too. And it's going to make our skin look like a porcelain doll. For the pressed powder that I used today, just go ahead and say setting powder and I'll give you the link. All right, now let's get out all of our powder brushes and put away all of our liquid and cream brushes. And then something you could do too, again, we just finished all the powder on those dry areas. I'm gonna spray it again. And now this is gonna add moisture into the powder. So if you have dryness or dry patches on your skin, this is what you would do to salvage those areas. The Detox Mud Mask, I believe you just have it up on clean skin, put it on and leave it on for 20 minutes and then take it off. But it will have instructions on the box or even maybe on the bottle. Okay, so once you have that dry, already looking so much better, I'm gonna go in with a powder bronzer and a powder blush just to set those powder cream products. This step is kind of optional. If you don't really love like a bold contour, you'd probably skip this step, but I have been playing around with like it's like 15 bucks. Just say cheap bronzer. I'll give you the link. It's just a matte bronzer that I found that I don't hate. Still not my favorite, but it's doing fine. Just say cheap bronzer and I'll give you the link. And then, does this go here? Here. And then for blush, I'm gonna do this cheapy blush. I think it's really pretty though. It's like a Barbie pink. It's really pigmented though, so be careful. But also I think it's like $15 too. Just adds like a little fleshiness to our skin. So again, say cheap blush if you want that link. And then for highlight, we're gonna do the shade Golden, which this is one of my favorite parts. This really makes your skin look so pretty and so glowy and super youthful. So if you want that like glow from within vibe, this is the product that you want. And it's a cream to powder, so it really illuminizes wherever you put it. It's so good. Okay. And then now let's go and do our brow gel. I always like to comb out any foundation that got in my eyebrows first. Sorry. Okay. Brow gel in the shade Light Medium. This brow gel not only helps your eyebrows to grow, helps to laminate them, keeping them in place, and tints them. So if you have really sparse eyebrows, you'll love this brow gel. And we're just gonna comb our eyebrows with this and comb upward. So pretty. It really does the Lord's work. You do want to make sure that dries though, so we're going to let the brows set while we do our lips. And then we're going to go in with the lip liner in the shade Personable. Do they have substitution color for the blush? Sisterly, that was my favorite color, but it seems they're out of stock. They don't in a powder. The cream Berry You All-in-One color stick in the shade Peony Pink would be very similar. Or the cheap blush that I used today is kind of similar, but it's matte. Kind of. Will the brow gel cover gray in your brow hair? Yes, if it was dark enough. Like if the brow gel was dark enough. All right, we're gonna go ahead. Went a little low there. Okay, brow or lip liner's on. Now I'm gonna take my pencil. Oh, yay. This person said, Angela says, I can say that it does cover my grays using the dark gel. Okay, wanted to soften that up a little bit. And then now we're gonna go in with the liquid lipstick in the shade Naughty Biscotti. And put this right over the lip liner. This is gonna make your lips look so pouty. Okay, I'm gonna blend that. Okay. Now let's let that sit for a second while we do our brow pencil in the shade Medium. And we're just gonna give our brows a little bit more shape. So the brow gel is really, really great at giving that lamination and that fluff, like almost a 3D to your eyebrows. And then the brow pencil is gonna give you dimension, like that shape that you want, like that structure. And also is really helpful at like filling in any sparse areas, like if you have really thin eyebrows. So definitely get both the brow gel and the brow pencil. Okay. Okay, and then let's do one more little coat using Naughty Biscotti. I love this applicator on this liquid lipstick. It's really like defined and it's curved, so it fits so nicely on the lips. And then these liquid lipsticks are really great because they are pretty dang smudge proof, crease proof. They're so, so, so good. Okay, so Personable lip liner, lipstick in Naughty Biscotti, and then now we're gonna top it with the lip gloss in the shade Luxe. Which I think brings it all together. So pretty, like the prettiest lip combo for fall. And then the little hack, stick your finger in your mouth, and all of that would have ended up on your teeth. Okay, let's do our eyes. So here is the simplest eye look ever. We're gonna go in first with the shade Chocolate Truffle. Let me get our, if you're gonna do this eye look, get something that you can wipe your eyeshadow brushes on as you go. It's just helpful, I've noticed. My mom is good. She's really good. Thank you for asking. I know I need to get her out here to do some makeup with you guys, huh? And they last a really long time. Which lip liner was that? I love the color. I got the Lippy and Dirty Chai and love it. Ooh, yes. I used the lip liner in Personable. It would actually go really well with Dirty Chai. Personable. Okay. We're going to start off with this one, Chocolate Truffle. And these are brand new liquid eyeshadows. We're going to do like a couple dots in the outside corner. And then now I'm going to take the fluffy crease brush and I'm going to kind of dab, and then I have that little napkin or towel, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be wiping off the excess as I go, just so it doesn't look too dark. And then we're going to take this like along the lash line there, kind of making like a Pac-Man mouth. And then all the way through the crease. Don't be afraid to go all the way in, like where your tear duct is. And then you're going to take that leftover and blend up onto the brow bone, just like so. And you're going to avoid like that center of your eye. Super simple, very easy. Just like that. Pretty much done, okay? Now we're going to take a liner shader brush. We're going to grab that same color. This time we're just going to tap our brush on the applicator. And then now I'm going to just drag this underneath the lash line. And this camouflages any fine lines that you got going on under here. Now these liquid eyeshadows are completely smudge proof, crease proof, do not move. So they're perfect, especially if you have watery eyes. And you're just going to drag along that lash line. And then I like to kind of like fling it upward to almost give the illusion of like a cat eye. Okay, so same thing on this side. Couple dots. Creating that like Pac-Man mouth. And then again, fluffy crease brush. And you're going to first start dabbing at it. Kind of move around that liquid eyeshadow. And then I like to wipe off any excess just to limit the amount, because it's always easier to add, it's harder to take away. So we're going to take away right from the beginning. And then I like to kind of like fling upward towards the eyebrow. And see where my eyebrows end? That's where your eyeshadow should kind of end. Okay. Just like so. And like I said, it's easier to add than it is to take away. Here's like a helicopter right outside our house being so loud. Yes, these are new formula. They're more of a moussey texture. They're smudge proof, crease proof. They're completely weightless. Like they don't feel like you have anything on your eyes. Okay. And then now we're going to go in with the star of the show. Oops, I almost forgot to do under here. Done. Now let's go in with the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Champagne Bubbles. This one's really pretty. And we're going to take that straight to the eye. And you're just going to go ahead and apply in the inner corner and like the front third of your eye. Like see how it's almost like halfway? It's a little more than halfway. And then you're going to take the cream shadow brush and we're just going to tap this into place. Tap, 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 tap. This is when it's really helpful to have one of the fancy mirrors to get a closer look, which they actually just launched a brand new mirror. It's so pretty. Sorry, I felt like I had lipstick caked up. It's probably the prettiest fancy mirror that they've ever launched, to be honest. Like when I first got it, I was like, oh, I like gasped when I took it out. When I took it out of its packaging. I'll give you guys the link down below. It's the brand new Taylor mirror. It is so pretty. It's rhinestones. Okay, again, notice that I'm stopping like on this outer third. If Organza concealer is out of stock, it's actually in stock right here. If you go to my Comigo website and type in concealer, Organza is available there. And that's like a little trade secret. If any of the products or ingredients any products or shades are out of stock on my Unique website, I guarantee you they're in stock with Comigo because they actually have a whole different warehouse. All right, so same thing here. On the other side, this is again the color Champagne Bubbles. And these liquid eyeshadows are completely weightless. They don't feel like anything is on your eyes. But they're smudge proof, crease proof, and they really draw the attention to your eyes because they have this like almost metallic hue to them. They're so good. So just tap, 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 and then they're super easy to blend. So if you want it to look more dramatic, you can easily just add more. That I spilled. Okay. And then that cream shadow brush is really useful because you can get really defined. If you guys don't have the brushes, you definitely should grab all of the brushes I'm using. I use all Unique brushes except for, I think, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, 3. I use all Unique brushes except for 3. So if you're wanting all of the brushes that I used in today's tutorial, go ahead and say brush bundle. I can actually make you a bundle of all the brushes I used and give you 20% and give you the free shine cloths and free shipping. So say brush bundle, I'll give you the link to every single brush I used. Plus I'll give you the links to the other brushes that are not from Unique. Obviously they're not gonna be in one cart because they're from other companies, but at least you have the links. Okay, so Champagne Bubbles and Chocolate Truffle are on our eyes. Let's go ahead and set our makeup. And again, on that dry area, definitely make sure that you're using that setting mist there. It's going to be very helpful at keeping that dry area moistened, so it's going to stay and it's not going to crack. All right, let's set, or dry, I mean. But I also do have a skincare bundle for you guys that I'm launching for, how many days? Till the 20th. So in the skincare bundle, you're going to get my favorite glow cleanser, like the cleanser that I use every single day. You're going to get my eye cream and you're going to get the serum. So you're going to get all 3 products that I use every single day. That's actually my morning routine right there, pretty much. And then you get these for free. If you want that bundle, say skincare. If you don't have any skincare, or if you're wanting to build your skincare bundle and you're like, I don't know where to start, that is a perfect base bundle. It's good for all skin types, dry, oily, normal, mature, what have you. Those 3 products will set you up for success. Like you will see changes in your skin. The glow serum, glow cleanser, eye cream, and then you get these for free. Go and say skincare bundle and I'll give you the link to that. That bundle's only available till 20th. And you get free shipping on it. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Quadra mascara first. It's honestly like the best skincare bundle because it works for everybody and you can use it AM and PM until you can budget like more items into your skincare regimen. It's like, I want to say that's like my starter regimen. It's easy, it's quick, it's 3 products. You wash your face, so you take your makeup off, you wash your face, you use your serum, you use your eye cream. And then if you want 20% off, actually, I don't know if you get 20% off in skincare. I should test that before I say anything. All right, second coat of Quadra. This is the 4-in-1 mascara. This one has argan oil, or no, that's twisted. This one has a patent pending lash growth formula in it. It's a tubing mascara. It's a lash primer and a lash serum. I actually got so many compliments. Every time I get a facial, I get a compliment from my esthetician, like on my lashes, because like my eyes are closed. I don't have any makeup on. She was like, you look like you have fake eyelashes on. Your eyelashes are so long. What are you using? And I told her I'm using the Eternal lash serum, the Dime lash serum, and then this. I use 2 eyelash serums at night, and then I use this during the day. And I started that regimen a few months ago, and I feel like my lashes have really gotten long. Yeah, say lip kit if you want everything I used on my eyes. I can't talk today. I need more caffeine. Say lip kit if you want everything I use on my lips. Say eye kit, which I'll give you both liquid eyeshadows I used and this mascara. And you'll get the cleansing cloths for free. So say eye kit and you'll get both mascaras we use to achieve this eye look, plus this mascara, which is the one that has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it. Both mascaras that I used today actually are transfer proof, water resistant, amazing for sensitive eyes. They don't shift or transfer. So good. And then this one's one of my faves because it has a teeny tiny little applicator, which is so good at reaching the harder to reach eyelashes. And because it doesn't budge or move, it's not going to leave a bunch of speckles on your eyes or under your eyes. So say eye kit, you'll get both liquid eyeshadows I used and this mascara, and then you're going to get these for free. Say lip kit and you'll get the lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss, and these for free. Or if you're like, I want every single thing that you just put on your face today, go and say full product list. You'll get everything that I used and 20% off and free shipping and these for free. And then you can remove anything that doesn't fit your budget. And then, so for you, Carolyn, go and say full product list. Because if you're wanting the eyes and the lips, it's best if you got the full product list and just removed the face stuff out of the bundle. That way you get both things in one. Or if you're wanting to buy them separately because you're getting free shipping, and then you get 2 of these. So say you get these for free with any order of 3 items. So if you're getting more than 3, I would split 2 orders with 4 products in each, because then you get 20% off and these twice. Does that make sense? Okay. Just checked in skincare between 20 off your form. Ooh, very nice. I didn't realize that. So yes, for the skincare bundle, if you add in the moisturizer, then you get 20% off. And that is my full skincare regimen. Serum, eye cream, cleanser, moisturizer. And then that's how I remove it. Like, say less. So say skincare bundle, I'll give you the link to that. All right, and there is the gorgeous, beautiful makeup look. I actually did the same makeup look. I had a different lipstick combination on, but when we traveled, was it last week? The week before last? And it's lasted all day. It looked so pretty. So again, say full product list for everything. Say lip kit for just the lips. Say eye kit for just the eyes. Definitely make sure you watch this on the replay if you tuned in late, because we went into really, really detailed information on contouring, on how to prevent your makeup from cracking if you have dry patches. So definitely this is a tutorial to save. So click that save button in your bottom left-hand corner. Tag a friend in the comments if you think of someone that would enjoy one of my tutorials. And you can shop on my links right here. This is my one link. But if there's anything out of stock on that link, then go here. They both have the same offers. They both have the same products. Comigo actually has more products from different companies that are included. So that's super exciting. Yes, say brush bundle if you want the link to every single brush that I used today. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.